All right, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, dating, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter, and we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Could be yours. You never know.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I'm the captain of this ship. I am the captain now. Okay. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm married and my husband and I have 2 children. He's in law enforcement, but he's not a police officer. I work as a teacher and I have my school kids and 3 children at my house. My husband is a dependent in more ways than one. It has been this way for the past 3 years after he had an on-the-job injury. He no longer washes his own clothes and he can't mow the lawn anymore. Those were the only 2 things he did before, and now he can't even do that. Nothing is physically wrong with him, but he says the anxiety from his injury has him leery of doing too much. So here's what happened to him. He works at the jail in the evidence room and he was on a ladder, maybe 6 feet in the air, and he slipped. He didn't hit the floor, but he dislocated his left shoulder trying to hold on. A small box fell and hit him in his eye, so he wore an eye patch for a week. His shoulder was operated on and he was off work for a full month. When it was time to return to work, he decided he couldn't drive anymore. So now I take him to work and pick him up. Even with sex, I initiate it and I have to do all the work while he takes special care not to injure his shoulder, even though he injured it 3 years ago. His coworkers are sick of him too, so something's gotta give. When I stopped washing his clothes for him, he asked our 12-year-old daughter to do it, and I told him that's inappropriate. We got into an argument, and I let him know that I make all the decisions going forward, and he's going to be treated like one of the children. He said, since I'm the captain of the ship now, he wants to take early retirement. Do you think I need to be more patient with him, or is he playing me for a whole fool? Okay. This could all be cleared up. This could all be cleared up with a quick trip to the doctor. Okay? But your husband won't go, I'm sure. I mean, he already knows that if he went to the doctor, you would find out what you already know too, that there's nothing wrong with him now. Yes, he's been playing you for at least 2 of the 3 years that since he had the operation. You're not even a doctor and you know there's nothing wrong with him. He's just milking the situation to get you to do stuff for him. He's been lazy. He's just being lazy. He's lazy with sex, with his laundry, with everything. So my advice to you, wifey, is to stop doing the things you do. You have been more patient than anyone else, I'm sure, with him. Even his coworkers are sick of him, you said. So stop driving him to work and picking him up. I'm sure he can do that himself. All he has to do is go to the doctor, make sure he's checked out, he's fine, good to go. And tell your 12-year-old daughter to stop, because you're right. She shouldn't do that. She's getting an allowance for it, is she? You didn't mention that, so she's probably doing that for free. He's just lazy and trifling at this point. And you don't have to treat him like a child, but, like I said, this could all be cleared up if you guys would just take a trip to the doctor, and you'll find that he's okay. And yeah, he is playing you. Steve?
Wow, this letter wasn't what I thought it was going to be about at all. I thought it was this man trying to assert the fact that he was captain of the ship.
Oh, yeah, based on the title. Yeah.
I just thought that's what it was going to be about.
Right, me too.
This is a really disappointing letter, man. This is really, really disappointing. Because I'm going to read this letter. I just don't like men like this. I just don't. Now, I know it's a one-sided story and she's writing the letter, but she's writing the letter out of frustration. This dude right here, y'all married. I wish I knew how old he was. It would really help me analyze this even better. But you got 2 kids. He's in law enforcement, but he's not a police officer. Then right away, I'm thinking traffic cop or he write tickets. But that ain't the case. She's a school teacher, and you got your school kids and 3 different children at your house. Don't know what that means anyway. My husband is a dependent in more ways than one. And he's been this way for 3 years after he had an on-the-job injury. He no longer washes his own clothes, and he can't mow the lawn anymore. What did he do? Oh, we find out. Those were the only two things he did before, and now he can't even do that. Nothing is physically wrong with him, but he says the anxiety from his injury makes him leery of doing too much. Too much. You don't do nothing but wash clothes and mow the lawn. And based on y'all's 2 jobs, that lawn ain't that big. I'm just saying. So now she describes what happened to him. He worked at the jail in the evidence room. He up on the ladder one.
No mention of weight in here.
No mention of weight.
Uh-huh.
How you think you pull your shoulder out when you grab and don't fall?
The ladder.
Not say he was fat.
I'm telling you that's what happened. She didn't say how old he is either. And if you ain't working, your ass gonna get fat.
Hold on, okay? We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, I'm the captain of this ship. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What is it that makes the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid an incredible SUV? Is it the spacious interior that's comfy for the whole crew? Maybe it's having up to 600 plus miles of range. What if it's all of that and more? What is it then?
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid, so much more than just another SUV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, I'm the captain of this ship.
All right, this woman been married to her in the evidence room, up on the ladder, probably looking at some evidence he ain't had no business. He was doing and he moved up on that ladder, and she say he injured his shoulder, but did when he grabbed on, that was it. All the weight tore his shoulder, dislocated it, ripped the ligaments, all this here. Fat should have just went on down. But no, he tried to stay up. He ain't hit the floor, but he dislocated his shoulder trying to hold on. Then a small box fell and hit him in the eye. Now, in the evidence room, that small box is probably a jewelry box. It could be a room with a quarter sack of weed in it. It could be a little, maybe a little couple keys of cocaine was in the box.
Oh, God.
Maybe it was the box dead in his eye. So he wore an eye patch for a week. Now, that really make you look like you hurt. You got your arm in a sling, and you got a patch on your eye. Now, he trying to figure out how he can play this. His shoulder was operated on, and he was off for a full month. Now he can't drive. Black dudes only drive with one hand any damn way. So we already know that. Now, if his right arm was hurt, that's even better. That's the one we lean on the armrest on anyway. And if his left arm is hurt, then that's cool. Then we'll just do the lean the other way, lean up against the door. Both of them is pimp poses. You just got to rock the one you like. So I take him to work and pick him up.
Yeah.
Even with sex, I initiated and have to do all the work where he takes special care not to injure his shoulder. This how I know is fat. See, when you're having sex and you don't want to injure your shoulder, the only thing he can do is lay on his sorry back, which his fat want to do anyway. Because he don't want to be up on his knees where he got to put that work in, hold his big up and all this here. My shoulder hurt. I can't hurt my shoulder. Don't nobody give a about their shoulder when you having sex. You know how many toe cramps I done got? How many hamstrings I done pulled? You know how many pec muscles I done toe? You know how many head lacerations out of head on my headboard from slamming into it too hard. You know how many times, man, I done ripped the ass muscle off. You have any idea, man, how many times I done tore the tendons in the bottom of my feet trying to get my toes to get more grip on that sheet? You know how many injuries I done had doing sex and don't give it, I'll see you tomorrow?
And don't stop.
Ain't fitting to stop. Charlie horses, muscle pulls, cramps.
Right on through it.
Everything. My arm just slipped off the corner of the mattress. I bust my mouth on a nightstand one time.
Kept going.
Kept swallowing the blood so it wouldn't get on her and kept moving. Onward, the mission has got to be done. This punk got a little hurt shoulder. Man, miss me with this here. Now his co-workers is sick of him too. So something got to give. When I stopped washing his clothes for him, he has got a 12-year-old daughter to do it. He can't wash clothes. And then I told him that was inappropriate. We got in an argument, and I let him know that I was making all the decisions going forward, and he gonna be treated like one of the children. He said, since I'm the captain of the ship now, he wants to take early retirement. Do you think I need to be more patient with him, or is he playing me for a whole fool? A whole fool plus some.
Yeah.
He playing the police department as fools. They tired of his ass. Your 12-year-old tired of washing his underwear and all this here. How you can't wash clothes?
He's lazy.
After 3 years with a shoulder injury. Obviously, there's some type of malpractice that done happen, because if your shoulder ain't worked for 3 years after the operation, did they operate on the right shoulder? That's my question. Because you know they do that all the time.
You got a good point.
Did they operate on the right shoulder? I say yes, they operated on the right shoulder. And I say your man is full of it. He is just full of it. He is lazy. He has found a way to make an excuse for his laziness. And once you decide to be a lazy person, let me help you understand something, y'all. It carries over into every aspect of your life. So now you lazy at the job. You lazy at home. You don't want to do nothing to work. You ain't gonna do nothing at home. You lazy in the bedroom. You're just a lazy person. So you can relegate your life to living with this lazy person, or you can issue an ultimatum. You either get up and get back to work and be the man that I married, or me and you are done.
Back to you busting your lip on the nightstand, though.
And kept going.
It happens. It happens, Shirley.
All right.
It happens.
Listen, leave us your comments, please, on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.